Hey Magic players, Brian here for MTGFrontierGuide, bringing you this week's budget deck tech, the Brian Special. Now, I don't know if I told you already, but I like to play jank. I really enjoy playing prison type decks where your opponent is frustrated and ready to flip the table, and then you come through with a surprise win in the end. Now, this deck revolves around 3 win conditions: Myth Realized, Sigil of the Empty Throne, and Starfield of Nyx. All we run in this deck are enchantments, which happen to be non-creature spells. Then every time you play a non-creature spell, Myth Realized gets a lore counter. For just 1 white mana, Myth Realized turns into a creature with power and toughness equal to the number of lore counters on it. Now this guy gets real big, real ridiculous, real fast. Sigil of the Empty Throne is one of my all-time favorite cards. Every time you cast an enchantment, you get a 4/4 angel token with flying. Now the enchantment doesn't have to resolve for you to get your angel token, you just have to cast it. Since all the cards we're playing are enchantments, we are hopefully going to be making tons of angels. Our next win condition is kind of ridiculous. Enter the Starfield of Nyx. This card gives you so much value. At the beginning of your upkeep, you get to bring back 1 enchantment into the battlefield, and when you control 5 or more enchantments, all your other non-aura enchantments become creature with power and toughness equal to their converted mana cost. So that Sigil of the Empty Throne will become a 5/5. So out of nowhere, you can go from having no creatures to swinging for the win with all your non-aura enchantments. So besides the 3 win conditions, the rest of the enchantments serve one purpose: to bog down your opponent's creatures and permanents long enough for you to win. We start out with 3 copies of Oppressive Rays, Places of Pacifism, and Compulsory Rest. Oppressive Rays is great for the early game. It buys you some time to get more mana so that you can play your other enchantments. Pacifism and Compulsory Rest are hilarious. They basically put your opponent's creatures in timeout. It's important to note that these 3 enchantments are aura enchantments, so they count towards the 5 required to activate the Starfield, but they won't become creatures. Next up, we have Suspension Field and Silkwrap. Suspension Field takes care of the brick creatures, and Silkwrap takes care of the low CMC creatures. Remember, tokens and land creatures have a CMC of 0, which means Silkwrap will make quick work of those. Next, we have Thopter Arrest and Stasis Snare. Thopter Arrest deals with artifacts and creatures for just 3 CMC, and Stasis Snare only takes care of creatures, but it has flash, which makes it super awesome. We finish off with 3 copies of Cast Out and 2 copies of Quarantine Field. Cast Out, like Stasis Snare, has flash, but it takes care of all non-land permanents, not just creatures. Quarantine Field is great for the late game. The X cost means you can get rid of tons of non-land permanents your opponents control. I've cast this with enough mana to grab 6 non-land permanents. Needless to say, the salt was real. And now for our mana base, which is cheap, simple, and effective. Just 24 planes, that's it. Now onto our sideboard, which, as you know, can vary greatly depending on your local meta, but here are some good options. Declaration in Stone, Celestial Flare to get around hexproof and indestructible creatures, Auramancer to bring back enchantments in a pinch, and Gideon's Intervention to keep you safe. Alright, well that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to our channel. It helps us a great deal. Also leave us a comment, let us know if you gave the deck a try and how it worked out for you. This is Brian with MTGFrontierGuide, bringing you the Brian Special Budget Deck Tech. Thanks again, and get out there and have fun and play some Magic. Bye!